Okay, so hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining in. So, and today we are going to continue the work on the T-6 shuttle, and as promised, today you can actually see me on screen. That's pretty neat that this is working now. Took long enough. All right, I think let's just get started. Yeah, and as you can see over there, I put in a little screen where you can see the reference material I'm currently looking at, so that you can see what I see and how it translates then to a 3D model. This piece here was the last one we did yesterday, last week, and this is where we go from here. So this part is up next. This here, going to update this one. This one almost looks correct. There's something missing here, and yeah, we'll work our way through Greeble by Greeble. Just disable all the parts we don't need. So wing plate gone. Okay, first thing we remove these little details here on top and then put in the correct ones. Now let's see if we can delete it. Doesn't want to. There you go. Okay. Seems like we have 8 rivets on top of that. Can barely see them in this shot, but what it looks like. And a rib on the bottom and on the top. They go through the whole length of the part. Then they're also there, the rib, and I assume it's also on this side as well. think it's about 1 millimeter thick. Make this one. Adjust the length later. Now we are going to make an axis, wait a minute, like this, in the middle of this part. Okay. Then we can make the length of this rib symmetric to the middle. And the length we want it to be, let's make it 21. All right. And take this sketch and mirror it on the other side of the part. I think we need to get a little wider overall with this part. Millimeter might be too much. Let's make it 0.5. Okay, now oh no, it's symmetric. It's just viewing error. Place the rivets. Can make a pattern of 4 for those two. Still too narrow. Let's change that. Sketch view suddenly on the other side. 180 degrees switched. I don't get this, why it does this sometimes. Outside. This, all right. Going to need 2 sides of extrusion. A little bit top, just a little bit, maybe 0.2, and the rest. What's the bottom? Yeah, about right. Let's make those new bodies. Okay. Need to get a sketch back again, because we need the rivets as well. Those 0.5. Fill it on them. Also 0.5. And that looks good. So the rips on the side here. Is we're going to do the sketch plane on the bottom of this rib. If it lets me, this one here. Then it seems this rib is not going all the way to the top, this surface. So you're going from bottom to top here. Going to make surface as a reference though in the sketch. Therefore we can align the rib exactly on this edge. Take the same width. The metric again. And oops, it's the wrong one. This one. I'm going to give it 0.5 width. Okay, now we can make a middle line again. And then mirror it on the other side. Just like this. Now we have it, the rib on, or the sketch for the rib on both sides of the part. Extrude this thing here. I would say it goes around even. Oh, that looks okay. Okay, now we're going to try to cut out this part and then merge it with the new ribs we created. We have a single Greeble. Not what I wanted. We are going to take this plane. Here we are. Taking this curve as a reference. Yeah, rough basic shape around the Greeble we want to cut out. To hide parts that we created, that we don't accidentally delete them. Oh, there's also some. Okay, then can let them all, let them disappear, that they are not in the way. And then we can use this sketch to create a tool body. Make this a new body. It sits over the other one, because this is already merged with the whole Greeble trench, and I want it to be a separate part again. The one way we can do that is with a Boolean. Can use this. That should then be the new part. We use the Greeble trench as a tool. And I just remember, before we do that, we are going to save. Because the Boolean operations are operations where Fusion likes to crash sometimes. That would not be good. It takes a while, but it will do it. It takes longer than usual. There you go. Yeah, they announced some maintenance work on the Fusion servers for tomorrow. Maybe we can already feel some effects of that. Yeah, they are already doing some things, because normally it does not take that long to save. Anyway, the Boolean. All right, let's try this if it works, so, because sometimes it just won't work. Because the geometry is too complicated or not entirely correct. Okay, we use the intersection, so it only the part remains which both of the bodies have in common. We want to keep the tool, because otherwise my Greeble trench is gone. So, right, let's see. This one. Right. Okay, now I have two of them. I thought he would delete this as well. Not doing that? Okay, then we need to delete it now with a boolean, or we can just, you know, select it all and just delete it. Oops. And now we have this part. There is some. What is this? Okay. Some surface left over. Getting rid of this as well. Now it's clean. We bring back all the parts we made so far. The ribs and the rivets. There you go. And then we can merge everything together. Okay, there's a little error. I knew it. Let's quickly fix that. Little part of the sketch I did not use. This one. Probably on this side as well. Oop. Okay. Doing a thing again. And now it's clean. Okay, take this one. Result. This time we'll combine everything. Use all the parts we created. Ready? And now it's one piece. Great. First Greeble update for today done. Let's save again. And then we'll move on to the next one. Okay. Next thing is this ramble looking thingy here. Why isn't the mouse showing on this? Quickly check something. mouse was on the reference screen. Oh, there it is. There's the mouse. So this part is next here. Dimension-wise, we make it a little wider. And there's this frame around here, and there is some little shadow. I can't really quite make out what this is. Just see what we come up with. I think we're going to cut this part off first. There's a different method you can do that. This is often when you do CAD modeling or 3D modeling in general. There are several different ways how you can achieve your goal. Goal being the design you're looking for, or the operation you want to do. So we're going to make a sketch. Come on. Okay, let's take the whole thing. Reference. I just wanted this bottom line here. See if we can delete the other ones. Don't need those. Just this one. Okay. And we can extrude a surface to the left and to the right. And now we can use this surface to split the two the parts into two parts. Now this is the part we want to split. Select the tool we want to split it with. It would be in this surface here. It should not be expanded. I just want this area here, otherwise all the other parts get cut off with it. We don't want that. Not now, at least. So let's see if we can do it. Yep, got it. It's a separate piece now. I think this is actually simpler than making the Boolean. The surface we don't need anymore, so we delete it, or we remove it, because it's also a fusion thing. Deleting and removing are two different operations in Fusion. It's for some things that's really important, because if you delete it, it deletes everything and all of it, and all references that are somewhere in the model. They all get deleted if you delete a part. So that would be here. The red X is delete, and then everything gets deleted, including all the references, and therefore you have parts that are referencing to this part you're deleting, those will get screwed up. If you remove it, this little arrow with a dot here, then the part will just get removed from the modeling tree and from the timeline, but the references will stay in the model. I hope I explained this somewhat understandable. Okay, now I'm going to make this thing a little wider. That it's about the same width like the part left to it. .5 be enough. Also a little bit thicker. Give it also 0.5. I think that looks good. Going to make plane on the bottom here. And then we can put our sketch on this plane. Where is it? There it is. Then we'll make the frame. Let's take this surface as a reference in the sketch. Do the frame. I should have maybe deleted those things here first, but it doesn't matter that much. You can use an offset here. Millimeter. I think it's 0.8. Good. 0.75. Yep. Like that. Yeah, this needs to be a little bit longer. Nope. Let's make it 3. Just let me check my YouTube stream. I think this just... Oh no, there it is. I thought it was not working. Alright, moving on. And we'll make this thing in the middle here. Like a little rip comes out of this. Make it symmetric again. .75. Okay. Oh, come on. Frozen again. just a millimeter wide. Or you don't really see it. One seems fine. Come on. Quickly check right of this one. Also 1 millimeter, and on the pictures it looks, from the shadow it is throwing, looks the same. That one is good. Let's do this one. This shit is not as prominent, so it will be not as high. Let's make it a 0.5 millimeter. Okay. Just a little bit that it's overlapping, and then we can combine those 3 parts to one Greeble. All right. That's sometimes the problem when you cut off existing pieces from big surfaces, that you get an artifact like this. And you can see distance is 0. It's basically the same surface, but it's still the out of frame the part that was there. If you can get rid of this, yeah. Mostly you can just delete it. Then everything is fine. But sometimes it just won't let you do that and it's not working, or it will cut a complete hole in the part. All right. So let's see, there's a little like this thingy here. Seems it should be over here. Here we can just swoop it over. It needs to be a little longer. See what we can do without removing it completely and make it from scratch. I think we need to move those first. And make the wing plate visible again. And check where the parts need to sit. This is okay or not. Let's go left. The perspective. Like this, and oh yeah. It is different as the bottom wing. Okay then. looks like the reference picture I'm looking at is the bottom wing and not the top wing, and I'm currently making my top wing. So they rotated the wing the wrong direction on this reference photo. The placement of the greebles in the greeble trench is a little bit different from top to bottom, but we will fix this later. First, we will place all the make all the greebles, the little thingies, and then we will take care of the placement. This is just the initial one to get proportions right. I think lengthwise, this next thing here is almost okay. It needs to be thicker in diameter. A little longer, maybe a little longer. Okay, but first we'll get rid of those that we don't need. Basically all of those rectangle and squares, except the first one. So let's delete all those. See if you can make this part a little thicker. Let's see. This is even thicker than this ramp thing here, so it's quite a lot. Make this 2.5. Quickly bring in the other half of the wing to check. Let's start with 2. Oh, maybe. Could have moved this first. Go back here. Here. Oh. It does not let me do that. Try again. it. Let's see if we could do the same with this one. Put it over there. Yep. That is good. Need to make this a little bit longer. Can get rid of this chamfer to make a fillet there later anyways. Okay. Or not. Seems to be a heavier operation than I thought. There you go. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Oh, here is quite a bit. Like 4 millimeters? Alright, I need to make the thickness here again. Roll forward. There you go. Now it's thick again. Need to be that long. Well, pretty much. Longer. Okay. The fillet is a pretty big one. 5. Did there, this. Yep. That looks good. Now I think we need to make those 2 greebles a little smaller. Proportions are right again. Let's do that. But first we are going to save. Whenever you're going to do quite a bigger operation, means CPU heavy, it's better to save first when anything crashes. We can take a sip again. let's start with this one. Take this edge. Will be our reference point for scaling. Means this point will stay in the same place. Start with 90%. You can see on the reference picture here, this edge is not in line with this edge. Part left to it, but this more or less is in line, so we're going to do that, just that. And with the 90%, we're almost there. Let's do 89, no, 88, 87, 88. Okay. Now let's check the length. Going to measure on my screen here. Try if I can figure out the relative proportions. Okay, let's see. It's 15.5. Should be just a little longer. Like 16, and it's 17.6. So this also needs to be a little shorter. So let's squish it together. Quickly calculate the percentage of which it needs to be smaller. Yeah, let's do 91% just in length. Okay, do a scaling operation again. This point here again. But this time we will only choose this x-axis. We put 91. It's okay. Now this should be like 16. 16.2. Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. Oh, that's fine. All right. Same thing we need to do for this part. Did I do 88%? Take this one, the edge point of this one. Oh, right. Problem with scaling if it's not the correct precision. It gets squished in all kinds of directions, but not how it should be. Okay, we can't do that. Okay, let's, oops, undo those changes, and we need to orient it first that it's plane level to this surface, because it will always scale along these axes of the assembly and not of this single part, how this is oriented. Quickly need to check the angle which it is positioned, and click on this here to copy. And now we can use this edge to rotate. Oh, wait. I want complete part. Wait a minute. This one here, let's do this. There you go. This edge, we rotate it minus the 22.6 and something degrees. And now it's oriented in line with the coordinates of the assembly. And now we can scale it properly. See if I just roll the model forward, if it did it correctly. I think it did. This one, yep. And this one. 91, this one. Okay, now we rotate the part back again. The other direction. There you go. I think a little gap here. A little bit. Move it a little down, 0.02. The gap is gone. So then we don't get in trouble when we are going to merge the parts later. Okay, now we do the same with this part here. Oh, check the rotation because it's in a different position. It's 20.635. Okay. This one. Also the bottom edge here. I want the edge, this one, minus the 20.6. Now we scale it, uniform, 88%. Let's move it back. doing? This part, move it. This edge. Now it's working. Oh, we could have also moved it directly with this operation. Down here. We'll rotate it a little more. Like here, little rotation, 1/2 degree is already enough to get the overlap. All right, and there you go. Second Greeble done. Can continue with the third one. I really want to do it just a little bit longer. This one needs to go even more to the left. Still overlapping as well. That should do it. Okay, coming back to this one. It was this operation. Let's put another millimeter on top. This 5, 7, 5. Do it. 1. Okay. Going to check some proportions real quick. We're at 2.2. And this here to radio. No, that's not working. Pull that back. This one here. 9 millimeters. That could be longer. Okay, this This distance here needs to be 6.5 millimeters, and it's 9 at the moment, so we need another 2.5 millimeters more on the length of this one. So we go into this again, 6 now, so we make it 8.5. That seems too long. Those are the tedious parts. Go back and forth between little things just to make them that much better. Oopsie. Okay, let's see. That is too long. Okay. No, don't like it. No, that's better. Oh, so it aligns with this frame here, like in the picture. Alrighty. There seems to be something on the side here. Looks like a U-shaped form. Let's see if I can get a different picture where I can see it in a different angle, but probably not visible in the other ones. A little bit, but not that much. Can't really tell what this is. Go side by side here. And we'll just do the best of it. Okay, but first let's get rid of this overlap. Take this and... Oh, that's what I was afraid of. It's smushed together. Move this a little further. Just a 1/10. Enough. Alright. Just so they're not touching and I can separate this piece then in a clean way. Okay, let's try this. this height. Just draw the basic shape first. And we'll align it properly. Take this edge as a reference point. Then we can make this parallel. This perpendicular. Okay. I think it's maybe 3mm. Those two are the same. There you go. There's a reference. Okay, then we can create an offset again. It's basically like this, the same. It's the same shape as this one here. That could actually be the same part. This little frame piece here, this U-shaped frame, same width as this one here. Maybe it's really the same part and just it's mushed on the side of this here. Interesting. Okay, then let's just do that as well. Offset was 0.75. Oh, that was the wrong direction. No, wait. Till it unfreezes. To redo that one. Let's try again in this direction, minus 0.5. There you go. Come on. That is a little annoying today that all the sketches take forever. Close the ends real quick. Exit a sketch and let's see the width of this thingy here now. It is 8.8 and the height 2.7. No. Okay, back in the sketch. It's 2.7. The width. Copy it. What was it? 8.8. Oh. was pretty close already. But now it's the same dimension as the other part. So now we just have to position it correctly. No, I'm not used to the mic being here on this position. I'll probably just smash it for a couple of times. Need to get a little higher. I don't know yet, but I think it's positioned okay so far. Okay. Let's make a quick check here on the reference. Plotting the distance. The other direction. Three 3.7. 3.7. And the U shape itself is 3.1. One is the reference, that is here. It is 8.8. Oh, 8.8 divided by 3.1. That means it's 2.8. Point. Point 8 times 28387 something 1. So 5.1 millimeter. This distance, I can't wait. Need to make this edge a reference first, and now I can use it for measurements. Dimensions, I mean. Dimensions, so this is 5.1. Moves it a little front. And then let's see, this should be, I don't know, I did not calculate it. Wait. One should be about 10.5, let's see. Not exactly. Let's make this 4.5, and then we'll see how it looks like. Okay, now we have this one here. Oh, really? I hope they're through the update soon. Okay, let's extrude this symmetrically. So now let's see if we can. Wait. Object. object. Can we? No, we can't. It... Oh, get this. That's not one surface. Okay, never mind. Let's do this differently. We just extrude it all the way out. Like this. Make it a new body. And I'll save first, because we're going to make another boolean. Okay, time for another sip. All right. The boolean. This one and this one. Intersect. Keep the tool. Boom. So now our new body has the correct shape here. It's round in the top and straight on the bottom. And now we can extrude it just a little bit wider. This can barely see it. This one. Right, 0.75. No, that's too much. 0.5 seems okay. Nope, that looks good. So, and now it looks like it was bent on that shape as the same curve as this part. Quick reference check. Looks good to me. Okay. Next thing will be this rod behind it. I didn't do anything and it froze again. I don't get it. There you go. Yeah, this program sometimes has good days and sometimes bad days. Seems to be that today is not that good of a day. Can close this one and pick again. Yes. All right. Okay, this also needs to be thicker. Let's make it thicker. Oh, I want just no, doesn't let me do that. Why not? Let's see if I can. Start over. Select all. There you go. Yeah, sometimes it's enough to select only the surfaces left and right. But in this case, you also need to select the two radi here around surfaces. I have no idea why it's like that sometimes and the other way the other time. But it's just the way it is. Let's see, one big. It's 0.5. I think it's 0.75. That looks okay. Now we need to make it a little longer to the right. First we get rid of this one here. That part is not there. But a brain suspension piece. Just the same, or should be the same one, like those here that are inside here. Is it? No. Okay. Minus the brake pads. Those are not this part. They cut them off here. Like, just cut them along this surface here. Okay. But one after the other. Let's first do this. So don't need that one. Delete that. Alrighty, and make this thing longer. We need also those for round thingies. Maybe I can place those first and then I'll have a better reference of how long this rod should be. Okay. think I have to cut one of those off and then duplicate it. And this thing needs to be a little thicker. It's like that. Ta-da. Okay, this was not a heavy operation. Come on. Okay. Sketch again. Create the cutting surface. I think we just use this part here. Get rid of those edges, we don't need them, we only need this one. Okay. Go to surface again. Oh, I don't know if this will work if this is in the just half of this part. I guess we'll have to find out. Right there. The surface. Nope. Doesn't let me do that. It's cutting this off. Okay, then. We need to adjust this surface. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. Want to make it smaller? Can I only make it bigger? What is this? Nope. Okay, then we need to do something different. Make our own curve. Just need to split this here, this. Go away. So now we have this. This shorter edge. Let me just oh, don't. No change, just this edge here. All right. We don't start at the edge, but a little away from the edge, like 3, now 2 millimeters. So now you can see it starts here. Then we have our surface here. It only intersects with this little nibble here. And then we should be able to cut it off. Let's try it again. This surface. Separate. It did not complain, so there you go. Separate piece here, alrighty. Get rid of this. Okay, I think those are also on the other side. You see them here just slightly in the reference material. Just ever so slightly. So we make 5 copies of that. Maybe rename those because it's not the Greeble trench. What do we name that? I don't know. You yet? No? Come on. Just renamed it. Couldn't be so hard. Unbelievable. I'm sorry guys for all the freezes, but it's nothing I can do about it. Like I said, some days it has bad days, sometimes it has good days. Today seems to be a bad day, and it's just freezing up a lot. Problem is the Fusion is a cloud-based program, so everything is stored in the cloud, although you have a local copy of the thing you're working on. It is still always connected to the cloud, and if the model gets bigger and bigger, it just needs some time. Okay, do you do it now? Yes, you did. So let's rename this one as well. Per 1247. This renaming operation, yeah, it took like no time. And the other one like a day. I don't get it. I will never get it, but it's like it is. We have to live with it. Okay, now copy and paste. Now we have 2 of them, and we can move one around. Now, why can't I take this surface as a reference to move it? Yeah, that's weird. Like this. Then we'll take this point. Fine by me. So now there should pop out a 4th one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, but now we need to position them like in the reference photo. They're not all in a straight line. It's just perfect. That's I don't know, the modelists, I don't know if they don't care or if it's just they want it to be that they are aligned on a little curve and not completely straight. I don't know. But I want to recreate that as close as possible, so we are also going to align those not in a straight line, but in a slight curve. this one like here, and oh, I need to keep in mind that we might need to make this thing a little longer. So distance looks okay. I need to go like here. Okay, let's put this back. Now to move this is still attached to the main Greeble trench, so we need to move the surfaces and hope it will let us do that. Should be okay because we only need to go in the Y axis. Shouldn't be a problem. There you go. There you go. Make it like this. Okay, we do the same one for this. Make this point. Yep. Goodie. And let's just move it down a little. Wait, let's bring in the wing plate. Just to check. Let's switch to perspective. No, that's not working. Focal length is somewhere like here would be correct, but then I don't see anything. It's too small, and I can change focal length on the model view only in the render. In the render screen, I can change that, but that's no use. Okay, switch back. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, it takes a minute again. Let's take another sip. Okay, now the fourth one. That is the separate part we made. Where is it? Down at the bottom here. Okay, grab this and no, not like that. Let's pick this point again. Sometimes, yeah, this one. You need to make sure that the arrows are in the right direction that you want to drag it. Otherwise it makes just stupid things. Okay, to the right. Yeah, I think we can leave it in the y-axis where it is. Distance looks okay to that. Alright. Oh, there we have artifact. Let's get rid of this real quick. There you go. Gone. Alright, and now we can make this rod a little longer. feel like distance between those two thingies here. See on the reference photo, it's maybe the distance that it's longer. Let's check that. 0.5 mm. And the train suspension part is directly behind this, so it will be like here. It seems to be a little closer. Just make it 1. 1 is okay. Let's go with 1 for now, and then place the train suspension, and then we'll see. Oh, hey, Crabbo. Thanks for stopping by. But in the reference image, the thinner pipe looks like it is placed a little higher up and not centered with a thicker pipe. Could well be. Probably not dead center, you're right, but there's a little shadow here, and I don't see exactly how far this part goes inside here. If it is still then center, or if it's not. It's a difficult of working off such reference photos. When there are shadows like this, it's hard to say if it stops there or if it goes a little more inside here. I can quickly measure on my screen here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not completely in the center. You're right about that. I guess we then take all those parts and move it a little bit to the top. Okay, freezing again. Yeah, but in order to move all of them, I guess I just cut everything off here, that it's all separate parts. Makes it maybe easier. Let's see. Although I don't want to cut everything off. Okay, let's check if it lets me move just the surfaces. Just a question, how much? There's not much that is off center. This is 0.5 mm and it looks already way off center here. think 0.5 millimeter is already enough. Get this back here. Just a 1 millimeter. That's too. This block here needs to be also down here. I go with 0.5 millimeter for now. Maybe don't move this one at all. Surface. Maybe you can position it better when you finish the next part on the right with the circle part. Maybe, I was thinking that as well. It's the part of the train suspension. But I'll just go with the 0.5 millimeter for now. Or not. Okay, let's see if he's able to do it. Oh, yes, it did. Great. Now there's parts as well, minus 0.5. Bloop. Alrighty. Okay, we're going to save and then we put in the train suspension piece. By the way, how are you doing, Greeble? Can chat a little, as long as this thing is freezing up here. Okay, let's see if we have the train suspension piece as a single piece or not. Because some parts I kept as single parts as a separate copy and some I did not. Because I'm inconsistent and stupid. Yeah. Oh boy. No. Bummer. Yeah, all merged together already. I thought I had a single piece. Well then, let's make a copy of this one and cut it out. Oh. Train suspensions, although in here, I guess. Well, that is also already merged and cut off. Okay, can't use those as well. Okay, back to plan A. Okay, let's take this one. Copy and paste it. Leave it there. Hide all that. Okay, this is not a copied part. Then we can cut away everything else. Yeah, I think we have to use just this one here. Oh, come on, I just pressed a button here. Okay, let's those edges as reference. This needs to be cut alongside those. Straight down. Now we need to go all around everything here. Cutting everything away. this. Okay, quickly have to count the flat springs here. If you can see it on the reference photo. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, and maybe the fourth one also here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's put it on the fourth one. Make this a reference as well. Ooh. What did it do now? This I just 1, 2, 3, 4. Just one. This one here. Oh, that's better. Oh. Close the sketch here then, right? Select all of this. Those two. No, this one as well, because this is the fourth string. And then extrude it all the way. Oh, no. Still clear of this? Yes. Okay, we need to always need to make sure if you cut huge things like that you don't cut anything else by mistake. That's why normally I hide everything else. Didn't think that this would be a problem here. But you can always go into the menu in the sorry, in the drop down menu here and check all the parts that are being cut. Oh, sorry for that, didn't mean to hit enter. All the parts that are going to be cut will show up here in this drop down, and then you can click which ones you want to actually be cut or not. But if you do it right the way, adjust the sketch and everything, or hide the parts in the first place, nothing else will be cut. You don't have to worry about that, and everything is good. And now it's completely gone. What? What? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I did not click this. What is it? Not this. Okay, I'm lost. Why is it cutting this as well? don't want this surface to be part of the extrusion. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't get it. I think we have to go over it again. Maybe select a part of the sketch first that it knows what we want. And this, and this, and all of this. That looks better. And 5, nothing else is being cut. Hit OK, and that looks good. That looks like the part we want to have. Alrighty, now we have to move it to the right place. Get the Greeble trench back. Now we need to move it over there. Not like that. Zip. I'll be somewhere here. Yeah, I think I'm going to lay it flat first. Angle. Copy the value. Move it. Rotate. Minus the 33. Okay. Now let's take here. Rotate it by 90 and also 90 like this. So now it's oriented like the bottom surface of the assembly. It makes it a little easier to position. Can move it also in the center, also it's not completely in the center, I think. Okay, and now we get it on top here. Make the Greeble trench visible again. Zip. Zoom it here. Place it nicely on the curve. The trench. 15, 20, so like 16 degrees. Make sure that we have a little intersection. Looks good. And align it with this rod here. A little forward like this. Yep. Intersecting, I think so. Yep. Okay. Go also a little bit over there. almost, the edge is almost aligned with the middle of this round part here, but not quite. Almost like this. Let's make it minus 0.8. Hard to see. Circle aligns with the end of the rod almost. There it's. Bottom one is a little higher. Also, this is a little higher. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yep, I think I'm okay with that. Put it here, and we will save again. Although I must say the train suspension here looks a little different than what I have here. Maybe it's from a different model kit. This section here looks different. There's a little connection between the circle and the flat feathers, flat springs. Let's just add that. Should be easy. Can use this surface for the sketch. Need to find our part again. There you go. Can those surfaces as reference. Therefore now we have the midpoint of the circle and the midpoint of this edge. And that makes it easy to sketch. Because you have to snap on those references you placed. Just connect those two. Alrighty. Make a line here in the middle. Make those two parts symmetric. Like so. The width of this thing. It lines up with the inner diameter of the circle. So we can do just that. Yes. But yeah. 1.8 in diameter. So we make the distance between those two 1.8 as well. It's almost anyway. 1.8. There you go. Finish the sketch. Extruded. Goes to the same height as this flat spring. Ooh. Boom. There you go. We have this geometry as well. Okay. The next piece we also already have. This is the same one as this here. Or at least it should be. I have not checked that. Let's quickly count the ribs. Seven. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. It's the same piece. But it's rotated 180 degrees. I don't know if you can see it. There you have the little nose here on the top and the notch on the bottom. And for this one, it's the other way around. The nose is on the bottom and the notch is on top. But, well, easy peasy. We'll just turn it around. Copy paste it, turn it, place it. But yeah, first we need to get rid of the wrong one. I think there's nothing else around this piece, at least I can't see anything. So we'll just get rid of all of those thingies. That was my control button. Doesn't press correctly. What the hell is that? Weird. I don't know. Whatever. We clean it up afterwards. Just get rid of all those thingies. Like this. Kind of look here as well. Those little two. No, come on. Okay, maybe I click a little slower. And one thing at a time, so that Fusion is not overwhelmed. Okie dokie, then this. Get rid of the L. And I guess I can get rid of all of this on top here as well. Yeah, maybe just then cut it everything and delete it instead of every single surface. Might be the better way to do. All right, but first let's place this part. copy and paste it. Move it, move it over there. Let's pick another point. Take this one. This was better. Oh. What are you doing to me? Come on. Let's rotate 180 degrees. Boom. I'm going to use this here. Is it easier to place? Really close to the train suspension piece. Also needs to go a little to the top. Much aligned with this edge. Oh, that looks good. All right. Need to put in the right angle. -5, -10, so maybe -6. Nope. Not enough, still a little gap, 6.5. I don't see it, but no, that was too much. That was a little bit too much. Do this again. 0.2. Nope, 0.34. Oh. Oh, come on. Press the wrong button again. Come on. This edge 0.3. That's it. 0.4. No, that's okay. 0.4. Do it like that. Alrighty. And we should save again. Okay, for the next parts that are coming up, I don't have any other Greebles that would match that, I guess. So we have to build from scratch. No, that's a different part. I think I've seen this anywhere, somewhere. No. Check on this side if there are any similar things. Maybe this one. No, this has more rips than the one I already have. Be a different part. Bummer. But I can use this one. Unfortunately not. Let's see, down here. Nothing we can reuse. Well, that's okay. Oh, it also looks different. Oh, those things here? No, it's not the same. But somewhat close, but this is also not a single part. No, I already merged those as well. I guess we just scratch build everything here. Probably quicker anyway. But before we move on, I need to take a little break. Use the restroom. And then we'll be right back. unmute this. Otherwise you can't hear me, so I'm back. I'm back. Let's do the next Greeble. Okay, first we hide everything else again. Okay. Good. Let me check if we have some other pictures of this next part. Where we may see a little more. The one I already have. What about this one? Oh, that's the same. This one, no, not sharp enough. But you can clearly see that there are 4 those round things on the other side as well. Oh, right. I forgot to do those. Bummer. Alright, let's quickly do that. Before we move on. Curve looks pretty much the same as on the bottom ones. There's also a square here. All right. First, we need to correct this thing here. All right. You know what? Let's just cut off everything that all of those are different pieces and makes it easier to move them around or to delete them. Should be better. But it will make my model tree here way longer. But, well, hope we find things we need then. Yeah. Let's do this. Make this edge plate thing. Those are already separate anyways. Yes. Ah, all right. Nice. Okay, let's move this part down to the other ones where it belongs, but let's first finish this sketch. Okay, move this down. All the new Greeble parts are together. Okay. All right. Let's extrude the surface that we are going to use to cut everything away, or to split. We are not cutting it away, we split it, and then we delete what we don't need. This one and split with this surface. Okay, let's see if it will do it. That looks good. A lot of new parts. Everything is separate now. Alrighty. And remove. Get rid of this. Alright, now we can position this one here correctly. This is somewhat crooked. I don't know why. Probably from just moving the surfaces around without adjusting the angle. 5 is too much. Let's maybe 2.5. That looks okay. Is there a little distance? Oh yeah, a very, very, very little distance. It's like non-existent. But yeah. Okay, 1.8 to 1.77. It means 2.5 degrees was too much. Do it a little back. That 0.2, 3. Come on. All right, measuring again. 0.82, 1.79. That is good enough for me. Little down that we have perfect intersection in this corner as well. There should be no gap. That'll do it. Okay. Okay, was the other picture? This one here. Oh, can't zoom any further. Yep. Okay, we just mirror them along the middle plane of this piece. Therefore, we have to make a new plane first. I should take the middle of those two surfaces I select, and it places it perfectly in the middle of this piece now. And now we can use this plane to mirror those 5 parts. There you go. That will all be new bodies. Press OK. And there you have it. Yeah, we can hide the plane. Don't need it anymore. At least not for now. Maybe later, who knows? Never know. I can't remember. Did we save after I separated all those parts? I don't remember. Let's just save again. Better safe than sorry. And while this is saving time, to hydrate again. Okay, it's saved. And all right. Yeah, I wanted to check if I have another picture where you can see the next part in a different angle and maybe sharper. This should. Oh, that's quite alright, actually. There you can see that there inside there is a little step here, which you don't really do on this image. Therefore, it's good if you have a lot of different perspectives on one and the same part. Always helps, because you always see something different. Still, let's see if I have even another one. No. No. What about this one? Why is it? This is upside down. Should be this way. That's the other wing on the other side, but just doesn't really matter. Oh, look at that! You can see this way more clearly. Way better lighting on this picture. I think we just use that then. quickly check this. This one, it doesn't look like it has a chamfer here at all. But this one does. So now what? I'll just make it smaller. A little bit smaller. Yeah, fine for both of them. And we quickly add this rip here. I think it's a rip. Not quite sure. I don't know what else it should be. This side, those are neatly aligned in one straight line. Not like this here. Alright, this comes later. First we make all the greeblies, place them in one way, and then after everything's done and mirror to the other side, I will do the adjustments position wise for the upper and lower wing. Let's see. Difference. Okay, let's see if we can delete this completely and make a new chamfer a little bit better. That way then you fiddle around. Make it 0.3. Yep. Okay. Okay, let the rip. I think I just extruded on the back here. Could be the simplest thing. Although sketching view is not ideal. But it should work just fine. If it will ever let me go into sketch. Unbelievable. The performance today is not very good. Alrighty, where's the part? Up there. Let's see if I can get. Oh, come on, I just want to use this surface as a reference. There you go. Now I have the edge down here. This is what I need to place the rib. Yeah, I have no idea how high this will go, but it's not going all the way to the top. Maybe I just do it in the same height as the ones here on the side. I'm always tempted to point with my finger on something, but you can't see that. So I mean, this one's here, was on the side, which is this one here. Just make the same height as this, and then we're good to go. Alrighty, I should be in the middle of this part. So let's make it symmetrical. And make the same width, 0.75. Go good. Extrude it. Like this one as well. That we have an overlap. Seven five is too much. That would mean I need to move the rod a little more to the right. Or I just don't extrude it that much. No, it's already in there, down in the bottom. Okay. I have to move it anyways. Let's try 0.5 millimeter. It just looks too thin. Make it 0.6 and move it a little bit. Make it a new body, and now, or I could just let them overlap. It doesn't matter anyway. It will be merged together in the end as well. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's quickly merge those two parts together. No. Oh, I just realized I haven't merged this part as well. We should probably do that. That's the main one, this one. Don't keep the tools. Do like that. And now it should be together. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Now finally moving on to this cylindric piece here with a square base. I take this picture over there. And now we have two different perspectives to look at it. Alrighty. Just checking the rotation of this part. It's different. And this picture, yeah. Direction is also 180 degrees. Or no, it's 90. 90 degrees different from top to bottom wing. But doesn't matter for now. Just need to remember that when I make the final positioning. Alright, let's start. I don't know if it makes sense to make a plane there, but otherwise I don't know the reference portions. I guess we can just those to make the plane here in the middle to sketch from. Should be all right. Where is it? Oh, it's yeah. Just rotate pictures as well. Okay, like this. Throwing in the basic shapes for now. Then we'll check proportions. This in the middle. Also not quite in the middle. It's all a little offset here. In this case to the left. Unless the perspective is just weird and wrong, but no, it should be a little to the left here. And this one looks more in the middle. Oh boy. Okay, then I just design it in the middle for now, and then I will adjust left, right, top, bottom, whatever at a later time. This is not too, doesn't make much sense to design it in this offset. And also making symmetric things is also way easier if you're in the center of the assembly. That was the right one? Okay, I think we make this a square. So this should be the same length as this. There you go. And what will the length be here? will be hard to figure out because you can't see the ends of the plate here, left and right, and on the top also not quite. That's tricky. That is tricky. Nope. Okay, I guess we just have to eyeball it. Well. I can make the wing plates visible for now, and then maybe we can it is wider than those. Good. I think 12 is actually a good starting point. 12 millimeters. A square base. Freezing again. I don't get it. Every time I go on and take a look on my YouTube stream control page, it's way behind. I also have to click the live button to get to the live point again, and I don't know why it is always so far behind. Anyways, let's go from here. We have the base shape. You can place a cylinder in the middle. It's not quite as wide as the trench, a little narrower, a little smaller. 10. 10 seems fine for now. Okay. Then I guess we just extrude all those geometries from the bottom to the top. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 extrusions and 4 different sketches for the different extrusion heights. Let's see, do this 8, then is the 6. That looks okay. Adjust this later. Now we have to make this cutout here. Let's see, it should be down meeting in the middle. Pretty much. But it's not a 90 degrees, it's something else. Oh, let's see if I can measure it on the screen. Let's see. I can get the angle. This is like 10 degrees off. Wait. Like 15 degrees less than 90. So 75. We need to go from here to here. And this one, and then we will can I do this? Make those parallel. Define the angle. 75 I said. 75 to this move. With it. D5. Okay. Okay, let's extrude the first shot and then we'll see how it looks like. And then we'll go from there. But first we need to get rid of those thingies here. Yeah, I think delete all of this. There's nothing really that I can use again. Nope. Yeah. Also different. This also different. No. Yeah. This. Very build everything from scratch new. So let's delete all those things here to the right. We will not need them anymore. Once and then okay, from 36 all the way up to 15. 36 to 15. There's a bunch more. Oh, I'll just get rid of those first. Then do the next step. Those are up here. Why are they up here? I don't get it. It's not really in order, but well. Okay, remove those. Now those two little things. Oh, those I could actually use for those three here. I did not see that. I could reuse those. Oh, let's see, are they more than those? No. Alright, that's okay. Then I'll leave those two for later. And now we go here to make our Greeble. Come on. Now the height. Did the height more than this on the train suspension. A millimeter, and this is also a millimeter. Then we do 1.5 millimeters. Let's see how this looks. Oh. Wrong way. Minus 1.5. Yep. Good enough for the first shot. Let's do the rest. We need sketches already. And this thing is nowhere near the end, so 338 sketches. And there will be plenty more until it's finished. Okay, now we extrude the first step, or should we first extrude completely to the top? Not sure. Let's do this one first. Oh, damn it, okay. Need to be careful now, because the reference photos left to right, they are, it's rotated. So I need to be careful of this. I'm going to design the right one, this one here. In this orientation. It's too close to that thing though. Move it over. Start with 6. Finally. So next, the second step. Those two. So. Six. This a millimeter or a half millimeter? I'd say it's a half millimeter, so 6.5. There you go. And now the rest. Also be well, I could actually be more. Let's see, 7.5. Now the other direction. Oh, looks like the first step not as high as the second step. Oh. All right, That's nice. Pretty. Now we can get, we can hide the sketch. And place the fillets. There's a bigger one, like millimeter. Could be, yeah. Let me. And then we have one around here. Oh, I need to combine those parts first. Otherwise it will not place the fillet correctly. Did I get all of them? Yeah. So fillet, smaller one around those edges. This maybe 0.2. 0.2. It's always hard to tell on those photos if it's not that sharp. But you can tell there's something there. Yeah, this looks... Need to take the inner edges as well. Otherwise it looks weird. There you go. Fine with that, and I think we take this one here as well, and then all those. Then it's nicely rounded. I like it. Good. Enter. And let's save. Or before we save, we need to take a quick look. Get our wing panels. Take a look. Yep, that looks pretty good. Although maybe this angle maybe needs to be a little smaller. Bring it side by side. Oops. Sorry. Told you I will hit this thing a couple times until I get used to it. That this thing is hanging around here. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. 75 degrees. All good. All right, then we can save now. Okay. And I think with that, I will also end this stream today. It was almost 4 hours now. Really? Where's the streaming time? Yeah. 3 hours 42 minutes. That's good. We did 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 real Greebles, 2 copies, and this little thingy-wingies. That's good. I'm satisfied with that. So, alright. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you had a great time. And I wish you a good rest of the day, evening, or night, wherever you are. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.